Hey, you're welcome. It's chat time. Inside story. So basically, what I do in inside story is just do top-down analysis. Then break down Monday straight, Tuesday straight, Wednesday straight, Thursday straight, and then Friday straight for you to see how I see the markets. Just that's just what it basically means. Yeah. If I hit stop loss, I'll show you. And then some trades I don't catch them, so I'll still story down those trades as well. So this typically I just showing you what I do, how I view the market, what I see, and how I see them, and how I trade what I see. So I'm an ICT trader. So what can we see here is that we came into this imbalance right here. It's an ICT trader. We came into this imbalance right here, and what I was anticipating was I wanted to see a sweep of this high. I wanted to see price sweep this high. And the reason why I wanted to see price sweep this high is because I want to see AMD. I mean, the AMD means manipulation, accumulation, manipulation, and distribution. I want to see a universal pattern form around that area. What is universal pattern? It's simply torso soup. That's what I call my universal pattern. And the reason why I'm calling it universal pattern is not because I want to steal ICT concept and turn it into my own. I reverence ICT a lot. I'm telling you this. I reverence ICT a lot. He has done a lot for we upcoming traders. So what can you see? Looking at this, this is universal pattern. The reason why I call it universal pattern, what I was trying to explain, is because I don't know if you are familiar with CRT. CRT is simply turtle soup, and then they trade this candle here after this sweep. And if you're familiar with evening star is basically the same thing. This is evening star, basically the same thing. This is evening star as well is basically the same thing. There's what I understand concept. So just instead of calling it turtle soup, AMD, or anything, I just call it universal pattern. But just know it's accumulation, manipulation, and distribution. I think this is something that all traders will agree with me on, or will agree with the originator of this strategy. But I did a lot simplifying this strategy for all of us. So SMT happened here, but I didn't. My mind wasn't there at the time. So my goal coming to this week, because this is the weekly time frame, was to take out this external range liquidity because of the way we closed and possibly above previous week's candles. So I'm anticipating for price to take out previous candles, days candles, week's candle. The previous week's candle. This is like 2 weeks back. So this the previous week's candle. That's what I mean to say. So I'm expecting for price to take out this liquidity, not close above. I just want to see universal pattern happen there. I just want to see the smart money coming to the market. Like that's a huge confirmation for me personally. Not personally, this should be what's your confirmation as well. So the goal for this week was for price to take out this external range liquidity. And then next, what I did was head over to the daily time frame. I'm going to show you the daily time frame is where I do. I'm going to show you very very shortly. So what can I see here? So this is the high that I'm anticipating to take out to target. This is my target. But then if I want to target that area, this first thing I need to do is to first find my internal range liquidity. That is my imbalance. Let's delete this. So the goal is to find my imbalance, and lo and behold, this is my imbalance. We are coming to this area. I'm going to explain something when we get here. So what do we have here? We had universal pattern from here. So what is this telling me? Okay, it's telling me that we're going to indeed sell to this area right here. So what's the next thing I did? Already there's a pattern that formed on Thursday. And on Friday, price did not take out the low, nor did it take out the high. So what did I do? Go over to the first time frame and still look for a universal pattern on this time frame. If this universal time frame that you can see currently happened on before the day I'm going to trade, there's no point visiting the 4 hour time frame. I will explain that shortly. So what can I see here? We had this on Friday, this CLT that happened on Friday. This sweep. So I'm not comfortable because this one was on Sunday and we're in a new week. Like this is like a new week. So I was waiting for another CLT, another universal pattern to form, or another turtle soup, or I want to see smart money get into the market. So we had it happen here. And this is on Sunday, stroke Monday. Yeah. Remember. So what I would do next is just go to the 15 minutes time frame. And I don't usually go to the 1 hour time frame, 30 minutes, even 15 minutes. I just head over to my 5 minutes time frame because I already know where we're going to. And then what do I do here next? And what will you do here next? So what I do is I wait for price to break structure. So after the end of every manipulation, there's always a break of structure. You get. I use the 4 hours candle for this specifically. So by the end of every 4 hour candles, by the end of every 4 hour candle, there is going to be a break of structure. Not every the 4 hour candle that takes out that manipulates the previous candle's high. There will always be a break of structure, and now that's what happened here. So this is the break of structure on Monday. So unfortunately for me, there was no trade on Monday because this was my liquidity on Monday, and I was expecting for price to get to this area here on Monday, and then but that didn't happen, unfortunately. And then we kept, selling until we got to this POR. As you can see, before the end of Monday, we had this break of structure that happened here, and then we had this liquidity. This is basically the same thing. This is manipulation, and then this is accumulation. This is manipulation. And then that's the same thing. My entry model is AMD or universal pattern. It's basically the same thing. So this is Monday's trade, but then this happened until played out until the end of the Asian session. And of course, if you don't have enough capital, you just wait for main trades, and you don't just trade blindly. You always wait for the main move. So after coming into this area here, we are anticipating to buy. Remember we have this zone to buy from. But if I'm going to buy, there's a time frame that will tell me that I'm going to buy. And what time frame is that? It's my fast time frame, my daily time frame. Because this is where I get daily buyers from. This is where I trade every single day from. This is where I trade every single day from. Yeah. You can't come in here. I'm busy. You can't come in here. So this is where I trade my. You can't come in here. Use the other. You're not even in class here. Use the other class. Then you just use that side. I'm sorry about that. So I'm at work, and this area, the place where I'm seated, we used to have class there, but then there's no class today. That's why I'm making this video. Okay, but my laptop has no space. There's no space on my laptop. It easily gets filled up. The guy has distracted me. So you always focus on your daily time frame. So right here on my daily time frame, this is the trade we took on. This is Monday. No trade on Monday. We took a trade on Monday on Tuesday to this area here. Not Tuesday. We are still on Monday, but I don't know how to explain that. Anyways, so what can we see here? We closed impulsively. We closed below previous candle low. So what am I going to? What am I anticipating? I'm anticipating for price to keep going down. So I'm going to my first time frame to look for an area where I'll be using to short price to the downside. And lo and behold, we had this area right here. Sorry, that guy just came in and distracted me big time. So now after coming into the zone on this time frame, on the 4 hour time frame, my goal is to still sell because I'm anticipating for price to weak this low right here, this Monday's low, as you can see, still showing Monday. Get so with the higher time frame, it's just deceptive. So this is Monday. So the goal was to take out this Monday's low and then to close above if we will respect this candle that you're seeing here. And then where will I be selling from? Of course, this imbalance right here on the 4 hour time frame. What will I do next? I'll wait for CRT to take me to the side and bring me down from this area here. 4 hour CRT. Notice the time frame alignment, daily 4 hour. Just notice the time frame alignment. So lo and behold, we had turtle soup here, or we had our universal pattern that formed here. It happened here, but the reason why I will not talk about this one is because this happened during the session. And when I'm using this particular entry model, I always use it during the London session. So the London session happened here because on Tuesday, that's where we'll take the trade, of course. We are done on Monday. And then this pattern that happened here, it's not it's not in any POI. Get my point? It's not within any POI. That's another confluence or confirmation. But the major confluence or confirmation for me The major confluence and the major reason why I paid no attention to that particular zone is because it's during the share session number one. It's no There's no time frame, no kill zone, no I use kill zone so So now price closed here after coming to this area here. So this is the previous candle's low, the 4 hours candle low. So after 4 hours, we had another 4 hour, and this 4 hour that swept this liquidity closed by 2. This is when the 4 hour candle closed. As you can see, pay attention. Just look down, you see OO.OO. Just look down the screen. You see OO.OO. So this is when the candle closed. And so from here on, a new 4 hour candle starts forming. And so that's the 4 hour candle I'll be looking to trade. And after the 4 hour, this particular 4 hours candle closes, I am going to close my trade. Anyways, I'm not doing major explanation today. I'm just doing chat work. So please, there's a segment that I did chats. I think it's chat work, and then the basics. I just finished doing a recording of the basics, and you can just go watch that video. And then the subsequent video, you're going to understand everything that I'm trying to preach. So later on, next we have the break of structure. This is what I always look out for. Another manipulation happening, another universal pattern happening on this time frame, and this is exactly what is happening here. We had a break of structure, we had liquidity, and then this is the entry. So this is basically the same thing that you see on the higher time frame happening again in the lower time frame. Is it in the lower time frame? So target 5 hours, stop loss TP. My target is always for 5 hours. You notice that the previous trade that I showed here, that I caught here, was a 5 hours. So let's delete everything from the chart again. So the next is the 4 hours time frame. Reason because we are still on Tuesday. We have 5 minutes to less than 4 minutes to finish this video. 3 minutes. That guy confused me big time. Oh my god. So the same thing, I was looking for the same thing. We had this sweep here, and then after this sweep, what happened? We wait for the candle to close. Remember, we wait for the candle to close, and automatically, if you wait for the candle to close, when you head over to the 50 minutes time frame, you'll see something. And what will you see? You're going to see a break of structure. Always, like the candle that manipulates previous candles high, that swept the liquidity there, you always see a break of structure. And then this is where it gets interesting. After you see a break of structure, what will you do next? You look for your liquidity, and then your entry. So this is my entry. Target 5 hours. I'm going to hurry because I have little time left. I have like less than 3 minutes. So we are done trading this day. Next, we go to the daily time frame. What can I say on Tuesday? What happened on Tuesday? We still did the same thing. We closed below previous day's high. So I'm looking to continue going lower. So how do I continue going lower? I head over to my 4 hours time frame to look for the POI that will help me aid price continue going lower. And what can I see? I can see this POI right around this area here. This POI here. And so if I must go to that POI, what will I do? We'll find this, wait for this to happen. Or wait, if you see it happen here, of course, that like the way it did here, if you see it happen here, you just confirm, is it during your Q zone time, is it during the London session? That's the first question you ask yourself, so that you don't be on the wrong side of the market or in the wrong side of the market. So 4 hours time frame, the next 15 minutes time frame, the way I've always shown you guys, or what I'm saying. So here in the 15 minutes time frame, what can I see? The same thing, you wait for the same thing. The candle that swept liquidity is the essence session. The essence session came out, swept liquidity, came back up, and then closed above. And then we opened here now. So this is going to be my liquidity here. And why is because we had this break of structure here. And then this is a trade that will be taken to the upside. 41 minutes more. So this is a trade we'll be taking to the upside, and this is the target 5 hours. So I'll just so thank you for staying tuned. Like, just go on and then back test it, and you see that it works. It works. You look at the same thing is happening here and the same thing happening currently here. So I've just analyzed today's candle for you to see, and even the network is giving issues too. So with the same thing, what can you see here? We are anticipating for price to go lower from here. And if we are expecting for price to go lower from here, what next? We have this area, this universal pattern from here. Next 5 minutes time frame. What we use the 5 minutes time frame to do to find break of structure or liquidity. Lo and behold, that's what I'm doing currently. And I've placed this trade right now on my account. So this is the liquidity that I can see This is the POI that I can see, and I'll be trading, and then this is liquidity. So thank you for staying tuned to this to the end. Okay, it's still loading. It's still loading. I think I have like 1 minute more. It's still loading because normally this thing is set to close to stop recording after 5 minutes of recording, 15 minutes of recording. So now TP 5 hours. So I'm currently I've placed this position on my account now. So I'll be waiting for the same the other trade here. So once I see the universal pattern from here, I'm going to short this price to the downside. Thank you so much for staying tuned with me until now. I hope I've done justice to some things that I'm explaining. Is it done justice? I hope you understand what I've said. Please kindly like, follow, subscribe, turn on. Or, I used to forget what they always say. Is it turn on or turn off your notification bell? Either one. Turn on your notification bell in case I do a video next time that you guys will be the first to know. So thank you for staying tuned to the end. Until next time, peace. Yeah.